Hey everybody, this is the next edition of Alice's favorite toys and activities from about 9 months to about 12 months. Alice is 12 and a half months now. This is generally the period of time in which she's like crawling and cruising. She is not walking independently yet, but she's like days away. So I feel like we're right at the end of this kind of play period that I've been thinking about the past few months. So Alice's number one favorite activity is pretend cooking with me in the kitchen. I will show you exactly what that looks like. She's got it all torn up right now because she was just doing that. That's definitely her favorite thing. And it's actually really great for me because I can keep an eye on her while I'm actually cooking. So that's sort of, we've worked it into our afternoon routine that I start making dinner and she gets down with her stuff and pretends to cook dinner too. So that works great for both of us. She really likes balls, everything from balls like this. We've got a beach ball. We've got smaller balls all the way up to my yoga ball. She likes playing with all of them, and she recognizes the word ball, and we'll go grab a ball if you ask for it. We'll sit across from you and roll them back and forth. She really likes seeing balls get like tossed up in the air and bouncing them, all that stuff. I posted a video recently of Mike pushing some of Alice's toys around in a little truck. Alice loves that. She'll put them in herself, and then we'll run this around the floor herself. She really likes that. Bunch of musical toys. A couple of these toys were mine as a kid. My parents save everything. One is like a little vintage record player. It still works. Like that. Alice tends to be a little bit rough with it, so I supervise pretty heavily because I don't want it to last 30 years and then have her break it right away. So something else like that. This is another really old Fisher-Price toy, 30 years old. It's just wind up, but Alice loves it because she can carry this herself, so it's like her own little boombox. I made Alice some little shakers like this. I colored rice just with food coloring. It's dried, uncooked rice, and just put it into an old baby food jar, glued the lid on so she can't get into it, but she really likes the shaking sound. She has a tambourine, and I found a bell in my craft supplies, and so I put it on a ribbon, and she likes shaking the bell. Good demo. She is into sorting and stacking kind of toys. We introduced this toy when she was around 6 months old, I think. And now she's at the point where she puts the rings back onto the pegs, and we're working on, the color sorting. She's got some of these nesting boxes. These were a hand-me-down from a friend, but they're really cute. I don't know what the brand is, but they're very cute. I think it's Eboo, I think that's what it says, E-E-B-O-O. But there's just different questions and animals and all kinds of stuff on each side, and there's 10 of them. They go all the way to this size. Every single day now we are stacking blocks. We have just these sort of classic wooden blocks. The company is called Uncle Goose, and Alice will stack, we'll just start at the ground and she'll stack one on top of the other. Her record is 6 to get to balance herself, and then she knocks it down and we start over. There you go, you can do it. We've got a few different wooden puzzles that we introduced earlier on, but now we're able to play with a little bit more, with the animal noises. She is starting to be able to match up shapes, especially on this one because they're so bold and big. This one she likes because it has some like textured stuff. She really likes dragging around the cat. Cats are one of her favorite things. You got him. Yeah. So, just sort of starting to get into taking puzzles to the next level and playing with them the way that I guess they're supposed to be played with. Alice has just figured out zippers. So I have like a little, I don't even know what this is from, like some kind of free sample, a little bag, and I'll put different toys inside and zip it up, and she can feel that something's in there, and then we'll work on opening the zipper. She's pretty much a whiz at this now. She just in the past week she's come out with that skill. But She's still liking books, especially animal books we can make lots of sounds with, but she really likes books that have any kind of activity, any kind of texture, something special to feel. Like this one has a little finger puppet on the inside, like that. This was our bedtime book. This was working as part of our bedtime ritual really well. This book is called Goodnight Baby, and it has all these little animals on ribbons that, you know, you start off with them in the barn, and on each page one of the animals goes to bed and you tuck them into bed. And that was part of our nighttime ritual, that I would pick up the right animal, hand it to Alice, and then she would tuck them into the flap to put them to bed. But she has realized that when we get to the end, that means she has to go to bed, so she doesn't like this book anymore. She is, surprisingly, starting to like these Pat the Cat, and we have a Pat the Bunny book. Again, because there's different texture things, there's some scratch and sniff, there's different things to pull out. And this is not a board book. It's the one non-board book so far that she is nice and gentle with. I went through my craft supplies and found a bunch of colored feathers that I had from, I don't know, years ago. I pulled them out and we put them into like a clear plastic container. They've since gotten scattered all over the house, but Alice really likes them. You know, we would let them go and have her try to catch them through the air. I would tuck them behind her ear. We tickle with the feathers. A lot of times she'll just carry it around the house with one in her hand like Dumbo. But you know, that's a new texture and just something different. She's definitely loving playing in the sand. We haven't gotten her sandbox finished still, but I have sand in buckets that we'll, you know, play with, finding different toys in the sand and putting the sand from one bucket to the other. Alice has gotten really kind of snuggly and cute. She likes just rolling around. Every time I do laundry, I bring everything into her room and put it on the floor. And she likes to climb through the laundry and, you know, bury herself. And we've got a whole stack of blankets that she likes to do that with. Just tumble onto things and roll around. We do lots of tickling. So Alice has these two push toys that we got as gifts. These aren't things that Mike and I probably would have bought on our own, but that's what friends are for, introducing you to new things. So Alice really likes them both. She'll walk along behind both of them. This one, sometimes she'll sit on it, but not that much. This one like plays a bunch of music and stuff, and she really loves that. She will dance. This one is just more simple, but she's gotten really good at them. She just goes from one end of the house to the other, and when she hits a wall, she can turn the toy around and go back. And it probably helps her burn off some energy. So that's it, except for her pretend cooking stuff, so I'll take you in the kitchen and show you that. What do you got, kiddo? So many toys. All done. Almost all done. Here, show me your kitchen. So Alice got this as a gift from a friend for her birthday, but before we had this, we just used other stuff for her to pretend cook with, but I do love this toy. It's made by Haba, H-A-B-A. Really high quality. There's just a bunch of different fruits and vegetables, and so Alice can actually pretend, you know, with actual food. Alright, if you'll excuse the mess, so this is our kitchen. Down here we have all this open shelving, and it's always just been the place to stick all the random stuff that doesn't fit anywhere else, but at this point it's all safe things for Alice to play with. It's all things that can't hurt her, and she loves to just go through one by one and explore each of those things and reorganize. And over here, most of our cabinets have locks on them, but these are just the pots and pans. And Alice can get out all the small pots and pans, and then this is where she'll put her little vegetables, stir things up with her spoon. She's got measuring cups. She just pretty much mimics what I do, and I love it. Alice, say hi. There, good girl.